going. Can they lock themselves a playoff spot here? They're going to be straight towards B for a spikes down though, so this is a touch and go, push and pull. Victor with 2.
And that's a double duelist coming out for NRG. Artist switching over from Rolf and Killjoy into this, getting a third one into the map. And NRG comes out strong. Already 2 players only alive for Loud. Tui's looking to get some flank, but Sum's already anchoring, watching those rotates. We're sending a message to start things off. Less stuck in spawn on a 5 versus 1. Flash to get the information to peek out, and Victor even swings on it.
Artis is really the front of these strategies, and it looks like Artis is getting that first pick with Victor over the shoulder. This is the same as the last strat, just quicker.
As soon as the toxic screen comes down on the attack, NRG moves into the A side. Battle here towards the back of the map. The crossfire is set up for a trade from either end, but Sadak's still pushing through inside. There's a fight up towards their E ramp. Finesse trying to find a timing, comes across, but Les stops him. There's only 1 player left, and it's gonna be Sum. What could now be a new default spot into the A site.
Yeah, a little safer when you don't know Heaven's clear. A lot of utility to be chucked into the site, and it not gonna do much. That doesn't even hit behind screen or TV.
Even a Nebula was used, so a lot of utility used by Loud just to try to clear in the back of the map. So less to move into the site. As Victor comes into contact, falls back into the site, and this is such a patient game from NRG. The protocols just run that clock down, keep it in their favor, but we are pinching in for Loud.
Look at that,
double stack up to the elbow, and Finesse gets the kill of the Kawazine, and you can definitely see it here. The clock's running down. We're not going to it for Loud. NRG's got to get another round.
Absolutely. And looking at this, the question is now, Vans. And Finesse right here. A great guiding light over the top of the coffee house. And Laos is going to make that quick work out of Van.
The satchel to break the crosshair placement, but Tui's is still up there. It's a 2 for 2. Ends up to be an even tally as Victor is going to advance into the site by himself. Again, activating a very late lurk by Finesse. Trying to catch the timing on the rotate of Kawazine.
I think Finesse is waiting to hear that guiding light.
After he hears it, Kawazine's still watching towards the mail. The swing comes out, and Kawazine wins it. Now the nades come up. Position given away by Victor. Showstopper already out. And the showstopper rang towards the right side, thinking that he could connect onto that one. But already sticking on to the spike. It's at halfway. It's not really planted for him. He sees it. Now it's blue. And now he comes in for the 4 kill. The operator is now ready for Loud. But it's far away out towards the B site. So NRG is taking the opportunity to get into A.
Finally in the site.
Does get the first kill onto Sadak. Now towards the back. Housing gets flooded. As Sam picks him off. That'll allow the plant to come down onto the attack. So juggling all the weapons around here, but they'll get the plant for NRG.
We see why Loud has been playing a bit of a retake. NRG have the slow rounds, but also be able to execute on the fast rounds. I think we're getting Loud thrown off a little bit. And Aspas Artis still finds himself going down. Unlucky on that.
Still trying to go for the chase, the hunt. Trying to take down the operator, but it's not going to happen. You don't want to lose too many weapons.
Not an area that NRG's really even wanted throughout the game.
Yeah, but at least you're trying to funnel towards extremities.
Exactly.
What a peek out by Artis. And that's an open site now for NRG to plant. Sadak trying to do something. But NRG are just all over the site. Bladestorm out from Aspas. Behind the Nebulas, Artis is looking to go head-to-head, toe-to-toe against them. Decides to pull back to make sure nobody pushes towards spawn. Looks like Crashies may have spotted the ponytail of Aspas. So you still have a player watching that mid. That's Kawazine upgrading to another weapon. And Aspas looking to make a play. Both of them now grouped up, no flash available. It takes 3 seconds for that to come through. And as we drop down, Elise gets traded out. A 3 versus 1. But once again, planted for long, you have everything into your favor for NRG, even Crashies.
Take from the offending side, or attacking side, I should say. Great Molly.
Both of them now pushing out from the screens. Aspas connects onto Artis. Pushing out towards the elbow, upgrading onto weapons, but these players are so low at the bottom of elbow. That's Aspas and Sadak trying to move forward. Sadak is the first to fall. And look, the clock's still ticking down. We still haven't made it inside the site. Finally, there's only one left. It's Victor looking everywhere that he can. And finally, we have a retake coming in for Loud.
Yes.
Enough time for the defuse. As they're trying to stop the bleeding.
Take to happen, a lot of ults to be used from Loud.
That's Seekers and a Showstopper from Kawazine and Sadak. Plan about to come down, and Seekers are coming out early. Duel lost here by Crashies as Aspas is trying to clear back the space, dashing away, and Finesse also made it away. Now Seekers with a showstopper, trying to get onto the pillar. A flash to allow a peek to come out towards spawn. But Loud still haven't initiated yet. Som winning at the B main, coming head-to-head against Sadak and Aspas. He loses the first fight here, but it's up to Victor once again. Showstopper out. Finesse lurking up towards the garage. Showstopper misses, but it's back to 1v1. Paint Shells out, but Finesse is there! Paint Shells could come out!
Winning by the time you even try. Some low buy still. Les is actually... Is he buying? He's just staying. They want to be able to go for bigger money. Is that Aspas is up as we come into the next round, maybe? And Les will be getting a... that Spectre.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Interesting buys. They're working with the economy here for Loud.
Would also be interesting if we see that coming out on the attack here from Aspas.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I know, they have an opportunity to do that, right? If you do want to have Sadak create in that space and have Aspas follow up. Let's try to attack from the long range.
See how Loud can source this information. Hey, looks like they actually might walk right into the majority. Nice util use. They actually find Finesse. And this just looks like it's going to be a B drop-in again. Once more water falling into the site, and they still have a little bit of main and garage control to take care of here before they set up.
Finesse still trying to get a timing. Finding, oh, okay. Another kill through the smoke. Courtesy of Victor, and Finesse is walking in. Oh, but they both pull out of the W at the last second.
How's he alive? No way!
Down, but there's support there from NRG. Two players pushing through, and somehow this comes back in favor of the defenders. Aspas on a 2 versus 1, and Victor cleans the last kill. A 50-round answered back by NRG.
I said Loud needed to carry those through, not let NRG carry. Oh my gosh, they get their eco. They get the thrifty in. That is so big for NRG. Rotates over. Looks like Loud will have a plant here on the site.
Ooh. Artist wants to give up the B site. NRG wants to give up the B site as well because they could retake the site with the showstopper.
They're not safe to plant.
So controlling garage is huge. Pressuring back towards garage is going to be important for Loud as well to try to shut down Artist. There's that swing back across and he wins it.
How do they do this to teams? How does NRG just stall a team when everyone's in sight from planting?
Les is back up though as he gets 2 of his own. Advantage swing back over to Loud as it's once again Les turning around over the advantage of the attack. With the low HP with Artist at 3, puts Kaotzine down at 15. Both of them pulling back on the post-plant advantage for Loud. And not being able to capitalize on any kills so far on that flank. Still survives, looking for the heal here from Crashies. The satchel was close. But the paint shells still landing behind him. Back towards the screens. Victor looking for a timing move back towards the lower ramp, and this allows for this backstab to happen thanks to the spray from Crashies. The trigger discipline to let out the 2 and a spike.
Wild.
Spike down A.
All this focus because you have Artist pushing around. It's not a fake. Keep going forward. Victor could just focus on his targets. Now they look for Crashies.
13 seconds left. Aspas looking for that 1 versus 1 inside
10
screens.
seconds left.
Now as the spike is moving inside sight, Artist is trying to get the timing there. Delays off the pain shells, but it's too far behind. Artist manages to come in for the flank, though it's up to 2. He's on 2 versus 1. And Artist picks up the Vandal for the kill.
That's right. At both sides, Finesse has done a wonderful job here, as well as Chat and the team, just to organize the destruction of Loud on split.
The thing is that we've used a little bit of utility towards mid for NRG, but not too much coming in from the B side. So Loud still doesn't know how many players are stacked here inside B. So for the defensive side, you do have a little bit of breathing room, knowing that you have teammates to support here on Crossfires. And there's that initiation. There's that first kill coming out from NRG. Even the Crossfires and the trades are perfect. Leaving out Tui's last player standing, spotted by the Seeker, fully blinded, now with the Bulldog. And the Blade Storm even comes out. He's stunned by the Trailblazer, getting pushed in. Here's the reload, back in natural form, and Crashies closes the first map. Secret at the dugout, waiting to pay passively.
Yeah.
It's a contact play. Aspas activating the dash, now spotted, and it's a double push in. But again, Artist comes in for the instant trade, still at low HP. Cascade to come out, Som pushing through, does get the kill onto Aspas. And the advantage comes back now for NRG. There's a flank coming. It's Victor waiting, greeted by Tui's. And it's a long-range frenzy that wins it. Back to a 2v2, make that into a swing kill after Sadak gets that pick onto Artist.
Sam now in the
30
clutch
seconds
situation. The average for the league is 15%. Sam is tied for first in clutches with none other than Leaf. W streamer, W clutcher. Can he do it here?
But the plant comes down.
Spike planted.
Takes out the first one, down at low HP. So the percentage play is going to get a little bit shorter if you can't get these kills. Now spots both of them just by the pillar. Cascade to come out, trying to dance around. Here's a reload. Looking for that timing across. Is that the Cascade comes down? It's Tui's and Sadak that never move from their position.
Oh, they're not going to
this.
expect a lot of people on that right side.
It's going to be a flash pick on both ends. And it's greeted left and right. Tui's answers back. And through the smoke, the spike falls down. Aspas has 12 HP.
30 seconds
Less
left.
up there for the support. As now that there's 25 seconds left.
Wow.
You have to commit now into the B site if you want to move into the B site. Som readjusting his position back behind the screens. Again, it is such low HP and there's more deniability. The wall coming out from the toxic screen, as now we have to commit very soon. There's the first contact coming in for the B link. The spike once again falls, courtesy of Artis, who looks for a second battle here. Finally, the plant gets activated, but now it has to be let go! As Finesse gets the last kill. Finesse did a good job, though, putting the snake bite on the ground, separating that push through. It's a split coming in from Art and also on a main from Loud. Orb to come up from the Cove. A plant coming in from both angles at Art and also at Long.
Yeah.
First blood comes in favor of less low HP. Kaozin stays towards the church for the heal.
Oh, he's not
High Tide comes out. Here comes the bloodbath.
Oh my god, that heal almost got him killed.
A flash comes out as Kaozin holds towards the church across her with Aspas, and it's good for a couple of kills. But finally, NRG start answering back. Crashes in Victor. Nanostorm on the ground, delaying even more for the attempt of the once again, the dynamic duel is on every single one of these roles, week after week. Artis trying to do the same as it connects onto less. No lurk available now for Loud. So any high tide that we see has to be a commitment, and it's already been used early at the beginning of this round for Loud. Aqua's looking for an opening, high in the air, but Finesse is playing close. Traded off though by Tui's.
Reckoning and Seekers here for NRG.
Bomb grenade out.
They're okay to let the plant go.
Yeah.
Pushing in towards the flowers. Aspas is trying to break the rotation across.
Oh, Reckoning down.
Does connect there onto Som. Victor trying to get the pick back. As you saw Aspas looking for the escape, looking for cover. And after the Cove breaks, Artis lines up 2 kills. Seekers following onto Tui's on a 3 versus 1. And it's a clean. Loud still looking to play the contact. Now finally giving their position away by a high tide coming out, blocking the back of the site. And here's the attempt for a plant down. The sprays comes across. Counter sprays coming out from Aspas, and the Cove now
30 seconds left.
will secure at least a plant for Loud.
Spike planted.
Aspas still trying to spray through towards the church.
Reckoning's there.
You should run.
But there's an attacker lockdown. Kaozin, though, gets the pick.
Got your trail.
There's a big lurk from Som. He has to win this fight. Cascade is now out on a 2 versus 1. And now with him falling down, that's the lockdown that will stay up and activated. Detaining one, dropping Victor, and it's up to Finesse on a 5 versus 1. Finesse looking for some exits.
One.
Less falls. And of course, this guarantees the round now for Loud. Finesse deciding if he wants to make it expensive.
Needs to stay on an angle is what it is.
That's why there's a switch on positioning too from the off. What? Just get the wall bang there onto Sadak. Instant heal, falls back, and now this is still Loud pushing through. Crashes finding off angle at the bottom of the drop. Trying to swing out on the timing here as Victor gets a kill onto Less. Meanwhile, the operator has fallen. That was a glass cannon from Artis. And as it comes through, it's Crashes with the Guardian, who gets 2 kills, finally answered back by Aspas. Dashing in, closing in. It's only one player alive. It's Aspas close range who does get the headshot, but he's low on HP.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been funny.
Dare do that. Holy Aspas, ready to win this one. Almost activated, it seems, right now as he confidently moves. But to the door. But to Victor's eyesight.
Too easy. As he loses a turret, it also allows for him to at least push Loud over towards the A site. With this timing, a pit comes out. The execution still comes in though for Loud, attempting to push inside of this pit, attempting to get it down from Finesse. Som also moves in with the shorty. Gets picked off, low HP is gonna be Sadak, trying to clear off the areas. Lockdown now coming through, picked off, but the lockdown is still up. The attackers have to try to push in right now as the pit is about to fall.
They're gonna
Sadak
run.
connects onto
30
Finesse.
seconds left.
Now that there's 30 seconds left, though, still the whole map to play with the two-player advantage. Yes, two players get locked down.
Oh my.
So this is actually pretty good. This force is now allowed to move out towards Long B.
Artis.
And that's Artis with 2 kills. But now overcommits the trade-off.
B.
It was a lock-in on Pearl. And it was an overtime victory for NRG. So we continue the back and forth from round after round. Artis rotating back, repositioning himself towards the B long, and connects onto Kawadzine.
A connect just on contact there. And now the wall to slow him down, Van Stilly. The 5v4 conversion maybe here. Artis still up in sight.
Spray through the smoke, turns to spot Aspas on the top of the screens. Now looking for the spray back. Storm connects with a second one.
Last player standing.
An alert doesn't work out. Only one player left to go. And it's 2Es. One away from the reckoning.
30 seconds left.
There's chaos all around. Standing lonesome by himself. As Artis is still watching the other angle. NRG knows that 2Es is pinned. Trying to go for the peek and the kill. But now you definitely see the time running down too. Thankfully, that wall coming out for the toxic
10
screen,
seconds
guaranteeing the round for NRG, as that would allow for the reckoning to happen and to delay that clock down if they get the spike. Turret now picked off, allowing Aspas to move forward with support here from Kawadzine. They want to fight towards the back holes. 2Es falls out to the spike, but at least Loud has pushed in to take the advantage, pushing out towards the spawn too. And it's Sam by himself, waiting for the cavalry to arrive, waiting for his teammates to rotate for him. He's looking for the play. Does connect there onto Kawadzine, but he gets damaged himself. The support finally comes out. Cascade also pushing towards A main, and there's that flash. Artis looking for a pick! And he does get onto Aspas, but Kawadzine's also there. The 3 versus 2. It's up to Sam and Crash. He's here for NRG. As Kawadzine's making that 1v1 duel, the pinch across here, trying to close it in, and it works out. Beautiful play from the Cascade for the pinch. Back to a 2v2, but it's still Nanostorms onto the spike. Even a turret to come into contact. Things are looking really good now for Loud, and that's going to be now NRG deciding to fall back, save the operator into the next round. Down to playing, attempting to play the retake.
Yeah.
They're really staying back towards the dugout. So they took the pressure towards the back of the site to let that happen. Artis looking for a pick. Another one to the smoke. Aspas once again gets shut down. The reckoning comes out.
They're gonna play in front of it.
We're trying to fight back. Artis somehow through the touch screen connects with the second one.
Oh, this is messy.
Hit by a Seeker, but it's still Loud, being held back, pushed back towards the pillar. That's going to nullify the reckoning. That's going to nullify the Seekers too.
The harbor wall goes up. Gas goes down. They're delaying so well.
Yeah.
And Victor's on the flank. And with no pressure coming out now from Loud into the B site, Victor is just holding the off angle, catches the first one. Back to the last one! Gets a triple kill! This man is unstoppable this series! And those ping turns him away.
Yeah. He says, yeah, you might be right, actually. It's a little too quiet, but they're right up on. Aspas can hear this. He's calling it.
He's doing the same thing as Artis, getting in front of that utility from NRG, but it's not connected onto the kill. Artis dashing in and trying to clear out the site. Now towards the generator. It's a 1-for-1. High Tide now comes up. We still have more trade after towards the site. Yeah, the spike falls down, and Crashy's looking to backstab some players off the reload. 2Es looking for the timing. As it's up to Sadak. 1 versus 1 to take!
I suggest you move.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you can definitely see it here from the floating perspective of our observers. You definitely do have 2Es moving back,
Nice scaling.
allowing Artis to move forward into the site with the rest of NRG for a plant. But look at all the rotations coming in from Loud. Eventually going to be a triple pushback from Art. Victor getting closed in. Now looking for that battle. Connects. So aware, but at least there's Kawadzine there. So it's actually a quad flank just to stop Victor.
This retake.
Big flashes coming across. Poison orb up. Just to try to delay it once again, but NRG staying strong here on the pulse plant situation.
Nice flash.
Kawadzine then finally answers back onto Finesse, so that is no more snake fight onto the pulse plant. Artis and Crashes fighting inside a dorm and inside the poison orb. It's all up to left, but there's no time. NRG will be able to answer back. But the change here for NRG is that they have a lot of pressure coming in from the back of the halls, but it's blocked out by a High Tide. Aspas trying to close in. Som getting the first blood into the round. Finally, it took so long before the first kill came in, but now it's NRG all across the board. Only 2 players left. for Les, who fights back. Som trying to look for another one, and Les gets 3 into the round. There's the Cove that comes out, and there's no Nano Swarm because we've actually lost Victor. Breaking the Cove now, Tui's on a 2v1. Artis comes back. It looked doable.
I've got your trail.
Not too much B-Link play throughout this entire series, but it's up to Artis. He starts off on Les. The B hit underway.
Reckoning on both ends. And the battle comes in the B site. It's a 1-for-1 at least. 15 seconds left. We still have the lockdown available as Artis continues to rain fury inside sight.
Last player standing.
Bro, there's just no chance for Loud to set up for any type of delay. Sadak on a 3 versus 1.
You stay down.
Yeah, I think that might be it too.
NRG puts a small 2-round cushion between them and Loud after this goes off. I'm amazed they want to go for this, and they're not expecting to just get their faces shotgunned off.
They got a Trailblazer for this too, just to clear out the spot, right? And there it is. It's pushing out their opponent. That's Artis moving in with the Blaze Storm, and that's the kill. Perfect play there for NRG to clear out the pit, but Aspas is already there in the back of the site.
Can he get it?
Trying to get the weapon there, picks it up behind the wall. So get the plant down now for NRG.
He's down, very low. 17 for Aspas here as they set up for the defensive play. They need to get Kawanzin over here so they can get the flashes.
That's a big ult.
The lockdown will help to time for this now. That is a huge ult. Can he escape over? No, Victor has to run.
It's Sadak with the Vandal here, so they're trying to close in against him as he turns away. The timing on that one. The spike will go off here, and Sadak's still holding his angle, but meanwhile, the rest of Loud are pushing into the A site. So now you have to fight back, but there's already a high tide up there. Trying to get a timing out of this one. Sticking it because we also have the Cove. It's being full stick by Loud.
Thrifty! They do it again! No! Looking now just for this quick peek. He'll find a guiding light. And I think that's exactly what NRG wants. Get a bit of this info. The rush! Oh, he still hits Artis! With that in his face.
Took a while for him to get the operator into this map, and finally as he gets it, pays dividend. But there's a lurk coming through, and that's Victor out from Art. Now his blood gets painted onto the walls instead. Answered back by Les. Tui's in the back of the site though, as NRG are storming through. Beautiful flash from Kawanzin, as Finesse was not blinded, trying to get the kill.
Yeah.
Seekers then coming out. Player disadvantage for NRG. Trailblazer then coming out here from the defense. It actually does hit Som. Jumping with the shorty. Connects. Now on a 2v2. Fighting towards the back of the site. He continues to hold W. He does get the kill back advantage that comes through. And solo play for NRG in that round.
And if you're finding that groove at this time, it is one of the best times of the season to do it. Once more to be. NRG look for a strat that could finalize this map.
And a standard one at that. Reckoning to clear out the site. Nanostorm's out on a defense, but Artis still made it towards the back of B Halls. Full execution once again. Lockdown to delay even more. That's placed early by Victor. Nothing to counter, nothing to delay, except for Les. Punishing Artis as he was trying to get some ground control back towards spawn. Making things a little bit easier for Loud for the retake. Double flank coming out now for Loud. And Finesse is looking for opportunities to delay and puts a perfect snake bite down with support. Here is now the high tide coming out from the defenders.
There's 2 back hall still.
Back here from the B link. The tap onto the spike, the push forward. The shorties does not connect. But players are still falling down. There's no time. There's no time for this one. We have the stick and we won't get it. NRG will get the series. It took all the energy to overcome them on the second map. But they do it with this victory, clinching the playoff spot.